Right. So before you joined, I was just telling my viewers that, I'd been following you, and, this has been going on since, I think, November or sometime when I messaged you first time. And I was going back and forth if I should join, if I should not join. And, one of my gym trainer, he was telling me that, she must be giving fat burners, she must be giving supplements, and that's why you see the results. So I thought, okay, let me not join it. But in March, when I joined your program, I was telling the viewers that there's nothing like that. There's just clean eating and a very balanced workout that you give. My knee has recovered with the workouts. And now on the days when I don't work out, my knee starts hurting then. Otherwise, it's doing really good. And I'm amazed at the workouts. They're like full body workouts, and I've never been so happy with these. And 1.5 months is such a small period to see such a great change. I'm like, I can't emphasize on that much.
Your results are completely it's a result of your hard work and dedication, Vandana. I always tell to whosoever takes the plan, and I get a lot of positive feedback that we tried so much, so many things, and never happened this way. But it's just that you just need right guidance, and that's the reason with my journey when I started, I was so confused and so demotivated for a number of times that I started and then I left and I was not sure what is right, what is wrong. And one thing I knew, being a Punjabi, I cannot starve myself. And I love food, I love eating. So what is that one balanced way to look into health? Like, it should not be like a punishment, it should be a lifestyle change.
Right,
so that's the perspective of my program, and whatever I try and test on myself, then only I give it to anybody. So I think that's why it works wonderfully, because with me I try to connect on a personal level. Your problems, I'll take it, I can understand it, especially women. So women, work mother who are stuck in lockdown, green zone, red zone, and things are limited now. So that's very important to have that personal connect, especially if the program is virtual. So it does not matter if you're training somebody personally or virtually. If you are connecting on that level where I can understand before you tell me that I am facing this issue, or I could somehow imagine, okay, this is the situation probably, and she might be going through this, and before you telling me, if I can understand and resolve it. And that's the entire objective of any training program. If your trainer is successful in understanding that kind of issues with you on a personal level, that's it. That's all. I'm not
right.
So that's more.
Yeah. So this was the problem when I was facing with my gym trainer, because when you go to the gym, they just give you heavy weights. They don't understand your body. So when I started having my knee problem, and I was telling him that there's some problem in my knee, he would think that these are excuses that I'm making to get out of the gym earlier. But when I told you those things, and you gave me the workout according to my body, you gave me first upper body, you made me strengthen my lower body a little bit, and now it's a complete workout that you give me, and I'm able to actually follow them. So yes, that has been a really good thing for me. And Diksha, I wanted to start with you first, because I have seen your pictures, your story, your transformation. So I know for a fact that you were not this fit always. So I would want you to I would want you to share your story, how you did it and how much weight you have lost all this while and how much time.
So I was never a fitness, I never imagined myself to be into this kind of work and industry. Though I was very active in sports and extracurricular activity when I was a kid, like I was a teenager in college and school. I was into sports, but still I was a plumpy kid. So I used to eat everything, I used to love food, and then I used to run, and I used to do martial arts and everything, basketball, and I was very active in dancing and all. But this was something which I never thought that I'll make my career out of it. I intended to join Indian Army. I wanted to join as an officer because I've studied in that kind of school in Moscow, and then my relatives in the family are also from defense. So I wanted to join, somehow I couldn't join, and I ended up marrying an army officer. And
Right.
I was working full time, and I was heading a school actually in Delhi. And that was the time my son was 5, and that was the lowest phase of my life because in my family, my mother-in-law was suffering from cancer, and we were, undergoing a very stressful period of her treatment, and it was very sudden. And my kid was small. I had a full-time job. The job was very stressful. It was a new school. I literally kind of raised that school from day one to whatever period of time I was working there. And I have a person who takes everything onto herself. Like I get very emotionally attached to everything. So it started deteriorating my health, and food was my comfort. So I'm stressed out. I will take 2 bars of chocolate and I'll just finish in 5 minutes. I was that kind of person. One pizza was nothing for me. One large medium pizza was fine. I was like, this is not me. I can have like 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this was the kind of lifestyle I had, and there was no place for any physical activity. So, your body starts telling you. At the age of 28, I remember going to my gynecologist for some, issues, and she said, what kind of lifestyle do you lead? And I kind of told her in a very sugar-coated manner, like, I don't get time, and meal-wise, I don't take much. And she was like, this definitely is not because you have some health issues. This is definitely because of your lifestyle problem. And whatever your reports are saying, I was my thyroid. I was suffering from thyroid since a few years, but then it went from here to that level. And then I developed PCOD. So she said it is all because you're not leading the life you should.
Because of the weight.
Yeah, and weight was just one thing, and she was like, you're panicking, you're not getting sleep properly, and other issues. So she said, it's nothing, I cannot do anything. So yeah, this is the medicine, take it to recover whatever issues you have, but then till the time you don't move yourself from one place to another and change your lifestyle habits, you will not see any difference. So I also got up and I said, okay, fine, doctors, you keep on telling that. I'll just take the medicine and recover from that. And we feel like, I'm 5'8", and so people who are tall have this misconception that they can never look fat. So I had this misconception that I have a very strong build, I'm 5'8", so I will not look fat, so what even if I'm carrying that much weight? With this kind of mindset, I reached to a weight of 90 plus, 96 I think was the heaviest I remember. And that when I went to my son's checkup, that was another day, we went for a regular checkup for my son. And in a candid manner, my husband and I, we stepped on the scale, and he's also very tall, he's 5'11", and I was weighing more than him. And I was so ashamed, and he was like, he started, making fun, like, oh, you're going to cross century very soon. And he's a very fit person, he's an army, so I felt so ashamed, and I was very embarrassed. In the clinic itself, that, oh my God, I have gained so much of weight and I didn't realize it. That was the time I thought, this is not happening. So I had turning point. I think a lot of fitness influencers or trainers and experts start with their own journey. And I think those who start with their own journey can, again, as I said, that personal connect and understanding the issue starts from that level. So it started with that. And then very baby steps, I would say, I took baby steps. I started fixing my meals, started fixing my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not major, small changes. Started going out for a walk. Then I tried Zumba, and then finally I lost a lot of weight. And then I was still not healthy. This happens when you do excessive of cardio or excessive running, jogging, or cardiovascular activity, and you do not do anything for retaining your muscle. The toning up. Yeah, you don't need proper do strength training. And so I had all that baggy. Hello? Yeah. There was a issue. So that's when I thought, this is what also I did. And not happening. I'm not happy with my body. That's when I understood, okay, what is strength training? Let's learn more about it.
Yeah.
Practicing it, developed interest, and it's very addictive. For me, strength training is something, even if I'm sick, if I do 15 minutes of workout, I will feel better. So
It is good. Yes.
that's kind of psychological. So, you know, that's how it all started. That falling in love with the process.
With the worker, yes, of course. So yeah, the similar thing has happened with me because I was also overweight after my pregnancies, and with diet.
Transformation, I have seen that.
Yeah, I shared my pictures with you.
Yes.
So yes, I don't even want to disclose what weight I was, but yes, I have lost almost 35 kgs with just diets. And I was one person. I don't even like going for walks. I don't like working out. Just diets. I lost that much weight. But then soon I started realizing that I don't have the strength from within. And even if I lift something, or I hold my kids, or I work on my laptop, so I start developing like back pains, right? So I started consulting physiotherapists for these things. So they told me that your muscles are not strengthened because all this while that you have done dieting and not eaten well, so you've lost all the muscle mass as well. So that's when I thought, okay, let me.
You become very weak. No
Very
strength.
weak, yes. No strength, exactly. So that's when I thought, okay, let me get into this. I will start with the gym and I'll start with the trainer. And that, like every normal woman, I just went to the gym. I was like, okay, I want to start with you. I joined a program. And he started with his 40 kgs weight, 45 kgs weight from the beginning. And I was like, yeah, so deadlifts with 45 kgs, 50 kgs, starting with that. So I started having back pains and I had a ligament problem. And every time I would come up with my issues with him, he would say that, you're making an excuse. So finally, I had almost third degree tear in my ligament. Not the tear, it was just like, yeah. So I had to completely be off gym and I was just sitting at home, and then again I started gaining weight. So again, then I came to you and I have been working out. And as soon as I joined your program, the lockdown happened. So I didn't have any weights at home. I only had like a 3 kg. So with 3 kg, I saw that, it can do wonders if you know the right workout. And with this, I was able to balance my posture, strengthen my muscles, and I don't feel any pain in my leg anymore, and it's become much better.
Stand up to you, especially a lot of people have this misconception, and I've seen a lot of trainers also advocating this, that more weight you lift, better become tinier. That women, it's not for women or anybody, even children. I've seen like 14, 15-year-old children in the gym. They start lifting really heavy at a very early stage.
Yeah.
The concept is right. When you lift heavy, it works wonderfully. If you're a man, you will gain muscle, like you'll become more masculine. If you're a woman, you'll become more tinier. You lose more fat. The concept is right, but more than the weight, it's the form. If you're doing the right exercise with right kind of repetition, even with just 2 kg dumbbell, you will still see results. So strengthening of muscle happens not just with the amount of weight you're lifting. It starts with the kind of form you're doing. So, like you have had a bad experience with lifting so heavy at such an early stage. The initial concept is to develop strength, to build that strength, and that takes time. Probably after 3 months of lifting the lighter weight, when the lockdown is over, you want to do something, you want to go to the next level, then that's the time you should incorporate heavier weights at home or at the gym, or you probably hand wrist and something. But it's always form, and then comes the weight. So if your form is correct, you will not cause any, you will hit the right muscle, you will not have any kind of injury, because no matter what, how much we love this form of exercise, it is risky. If you're not doing it correctly, you have
to have the right posture,
Exactly. I have seen people who are not able to walk now because they were into a tremendous kind of strength training, and they did some exercise incorrectly, and they're not able to go to the gym again. So it's risky. So always take baby steps.
Baby steps, of course. So I have a lot of questions that I want to ask you, but I want to start with clean eating. This is one concept that you totally believe in. This is what you gave me as a diet plan, and I was always used to getting weekly diet plans from my dietitian. So after a week's time, I came back to you. Can you change my diet? And you're like, your diet has everything. What else do you need? You had given me proper breakfast, lunch, dinner, which I was not used to having, and it included so many of whole grains, whole beans, and I never thought. And being a Punjabi, I love rajma, I love chole, but I have not gotten those from any of the dietitians. And you tell me that I can have them every day, and I was actually amazed with this thing. So, what is the concept of clean eating, and how come you include all these things in your diet? So, how do you balance the entire food menu?
So for me, clean eating is eating balanced. So, like you said, that a lot of dietitians don't do that. What a lot of dietitians try to do it to give you the variety of food and different recipes. They give you weekly plans like, Monday eat dhokla, Tuesday eat sandwich, Wednesday eat something, and that's all. But for me, I try to give you a plan. My idea is not just spoon feed my client. My idea is to give a right guidance so that it becomes a habit. Okay, I don't have to think too much. This is the ingredient, whatever Diksha has told in the plan. Use this, and then I can cook it in any form. So, like I said, you can have legumes like whole beans in the form of salad or gravy or anything. So that's what is clean eating. That you have the ingredients and then you cook it in your way, in your taste. I have clients from South India, I have clients North Indians, I have Gujaratis, I have Bengalis. Everybody is eating pattern and recipes are different. Till the time they're using the ingredient what I have given them, I am fine with it. And then I don't do that use very less oil or no oil or use big pans and don't add anything on it and just cook it like that. Because this is something that I would not like to do it myself. As I said, whatever I give it to my clients, I try it on myself and then So clean eating is for me is to balance out your macros, your carbohydrate, your protein, your fiber, fat. So if you get the concept that what food item has what kind of macronutrients, you can balance it out yourself. So I think by every program you will understand that legumes have carbohydrates, legumes have some amount of protein also. Protein, fiber. So then, if I have taken that much of legumes, the next meal I will balance out with something else where my other macronutrients which are left can be eaten. So that's the concept of clean eating, making it very simple, not complicating it. And till the time you are using those ingredients in that much quantity, you can make recipes as per you. So I don't mind you having pulses in the form of dal, or I don't mind having you pulses in the form of chila. Both are the same. So it's just you need to know what is the quantity I need to use, and that's it. So till the time, and it's very independent and an easy process to understand what works for you for your body. So that's the concept of Let's Live with Diksha that I get a lot of requests from a lot of my clients, like new clients, that that dietitian gives us weekly plan, like what exactly I have to eat on my meal, lunch, breakfast, and dinner. I said I don't do that ways. Even workout wise, a lot of requests that times come that why don't you give a 40-minute entire workout video with where you are doing it with So first of all, I don't mind recording it, but then how will we share it? It's such a heavy file. If I give you everything, then after 3 months, you will be dependent on me. You will join the program again, or you will just leave it there. So I don't mind you joining me in the program because a lot of clients of mine join it for motivation and for that, somebody is there to look after your entire health and the journey. But then more than that, I want you to be independent. So once you are out of the program, you know this is what works for me and I'm going to do that. Even if you went and gave up or off track for a day or two or for a week, 10 days or so, you know how to get back. That's the concept.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing with your diet. So like, you suppose you've given me brown rice and you've given me rajma and you've told me that, with that I can have any vegetable and curd as well. So that's one
Yeah.
full meal. So if I want to have Mexican, how I change it is, I add vegetables, I make that Mexican spicy rice. I use the rajma to create that refried beans, and
Yeah.
the yogurt, I make that yogurt dip. So, it becomes like a Mexican
Perfect.
meal for me. Yeah,
Perfect.
so like you have given roti and sabzi, like you can have two rotis and sabzi. So if I'm not in a mood to have roti sabzi, I make a pronti because first thing I was telling my friends that she gives ghee, she gives butter, and she says cook all your meals in ghee. Who gives ghee and butter? So I was like, okay, let's try it.
In fact, women of our age after delivery, we need ghee for our
Yeah,
fitness and for our joint health. It's very much important. And we go through
yeah,
tremendous hormonal changes after 30, 35, 40. This
right.
is like very an erratic time or phase in every woman's life. So if you're
Yeah,
depriving yourself, you will see the repercussions in future. So we
yeah.
need to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of our children. That's
Our
very
kids,
important.
right, of course. Yeah. Right. So another thing I wanted to ask you was that, I have seen like you are into fitness and you have all your abs and all your muscles are toned up. But I'm sure there must be times when you leave for a day or two or three and there is a difference in your body and your tone and everything. So then how does that happen? Like, there are fad diets, there are yo-yo diets. People do a diet, then they leave a diet, they gain weight. Same is with the workouts, right? If you're working out and now you take a break for weeks time, you start seeing that, your muscles have gone down and your skin is becoming loose. So is this like something that now we have to follow for our entire life? Is there any breather or a break that we can take from this?
See, absolutely, I have my bad phases and good phases. Like some, there are. Suppose it's right now, and I am very open about it. That I am not a person who will be always ripped and toned throughout. And you can see the difference
Yeah,
in my pictures
I
also.
can.
Some pictures are
I do.
very toned up, and some pictures are not that toned up. But my
Yeah,
idea is that I'm fit. I have to be fit, even if I'm haywire here and there. There is a line that I will never cross, and that's what I
right.
tell everybody. So taking a break for week 10 days is fine, and
Mm.
after week 10 days, you need a great amount of dedication to get back. So okay, you have to tell yourself, fine, I took that break. I did whatever I wanted to do for a week. Now it's time to get back. And that 1 week of break and then after that 1 week of getting back on track is the most difficult one. And if you conquer that psychologically, I think you're done. You will be back. And there's something called muscle memory,
Yeah.
which is a concept. It's not scientifically proven, but I completely believe in it. When you start getting back to your regime or whatever you would be,
Mm.
your muscle remember everything and it will start tuning and it will start responding immediately. So it will take 10 days
Right.
to get back. And then that's it. So everybody, it's that, as I said, it's those who do yo-yo diets and yo-yo workout and do fat diet and get, I will name some diets. There's diet called GM diet or there's diet called, so salad diet, like have only
Yeah,
salads.
Atkins. There are a lot of them.
And a lot of detox diets are also there.
I have done all of them. Believe me, I have all my life, and I tell my friend, all my life I've done dieting, but I still look like this. I don't know why.
There are diets, there are brands, I will not name the brands, but there's an utter nonsense concept in spreading that, have a meal replacement shakes and then you have
Hmm.
those shakes and that's all. And it's a very, expensive package, I know. And people don't see results. Because, see, for a week, 10 days, you will do this diet and you will see results in a way that you will lose 2 to 3 kgs. That is
Right.
what you need. Obviously, your body is in a
Right.
shock. You're not eating, so your body will start losing everything. But then there will be a time where your brain will start signaling. The brain doesn't know that you want to lose weight. Brain understands
Right.
that if my body is in shock, I have to send some signals where my body get into a fat saving mode, energy saving mode. It's
Right.
very
Right.
it's concept we do to save our money. When we have shortage of money, we try to save it. That's what body does. When you have shortage of food, which you do it deliberately, body will get signals that you have to save everything. Whatever you have, save it. And that's what happens, that after 5-6 days of that diet, you will start regaining weight, even if you're trying too hard and you will not see further progress. Because your brain is giving signals that you are under stress, you better save whatever you're getting. So what is stored energy in our body? It's fat. Body starts storing everything back.
Storing it.
Fat. That's it. That's the concept. So yo-yo diet will not work. It has to be a permanent and long-term change that you need to be taking a break for 2-3 days in between, like after 15 days of
like a vacation or something. You're out.
That's perfectly fine.
Right.
But then you should know that once this phase is over, after this break, I need to get back to what I was. It's monotonous. It's mundane. Eating same thing again and again, and not depriving yourself, but you should earn your cheat meals. I always say, earn your cheat meals, do it for 5 days, 6 days religiously, and then take a break.
Then
take a cheat meal. That's fine completely. Even in fact, cheat meals help. It improves your metabolism. If you suddenly give certain high amount of calories to your body, then your body does not get used to one kind of food habit.
One kind of food. Yeah. So this is what I did, when the lockdown started, I was completely following your plan, and after that was Navratra, so I did 1 week of fasting, and I was happy with that. Then suddenly after that, came like all the fancy food, Mexican bhi khana hai, Thai bhi khana hai, pav bhaji bhi khani hai, dosa bhi khana hai. I messaged you also that I'm having these things. Then I realized, okay, now I'm done with it. Let me have 1 or maybe 2 cheat meals in a week, like maybe a Friday evening and a Saturday evening. And baki then I have to eat, according to the diet, otherwise it's not going to work. And just like last week only I was telling you that, I'm feeling very demotivated and I'm not feeling like working out. And last week I worked out only thrice. So I was telling my husband, yaar, ye kab tak karna padega, when I achieve that, can't it be that, I am my idle weight and idle body right now and then I don't have to do anything. Like, see, you will have to do it for your entire life and, consistency is the key. And even if you take a break or something, but you'll again have to do this. So this is a lifestyle change. So better get used to it. Then I took my pictures 2 days back and I could see a huge difference. And again, I was like, okay, yes, I want to do this thing.
Your pictures, and I personally have a lot of respect for people who do it not to look certain way or not to have certain kind of body shape. They do it as a lifestyle habit, as a way of living, and those people get great results also. And you yourself, you will see the difference. Right now, lockdown is there, and not a lot of people are meeting you and all. But when you go socially and meet people and they see a different you, they respect you in a different way. They don't respect the body that you achieved. They respect you for the hard work you did. And you
for the hard work.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, so
so to continue what you started.
To continue doing it, yes. In fact, when I had joined your program, I told you, okay, don't share my pictures on social media because, when I first time shared my pictures, I could see that, there's fat everywhere. I was like, no, I don't want these to go on social media at all. So now when I saw the pictures yesterday, and I thought I'll ask the viewers if they would be interested to see the results, they can comment below and I will definitely share the pictures. Maybe not now, maybe at the 3-month result I'll share, but definitely I'll share that. And I have just a few more questions that I want to ask you. One is that, nowadays a lot of people are following this intermittent diet, intermittent fasting, in which you have a 16-hour fasting period and you're only allowed to have black coffee. And so is it good? Is it not good? And how do you do about it? Like, if suppose one day you go out for dinner and, you have a late meal, then next day you have to again do that 16-hour cycle. So how do you balance that out?
Okay, so intermittent fasting diet is a great diet. It works wonderfully for a lot of people, but it is not for everybody. If you have a problem like migraine, or you have acidity issues, or you have a very weak stomach or digestive system, intermittent fasting is not for you because there are long hours of fasting. So obviously
Right.
your stomach will start, making acid, and you will feel, all the dizziness and acidity and things like that. So it is not for that, and I don't give it to everybody. If that was the case, I think nobody needed people like me. Intermittent fasting is very simple. Maintain a 16-hour gap, have one meal at suppose 11, and then the next meal at 7, and that's it. See why it works? Because automatically you come under calorie deficit. Even if you're
Yes.
just not having balanced diet, like the way I balance your diet, where protein is there, and every macronutrient is there. But still, even if you're having just a regular meal of roti sabzi or only carbs in meal one and meal two, still you will see the results. But then after some time, that will also stop, and protein is very important. So we need to add this in your each meal
Diet.
in
Yes.
whatever way we can and balance it out. And like you said, the other question that suppose you have had a late meal or a heavy meal, can intermittent fasting can be done to balance it out? Yes, to an extent it can, and it's a very good way. Suppose you had your heavy meal in the night and you want to, you know, balance it out for the next 2-3 days. What you can do is next day try to skip your breakfast. So intermittent fasting gives that rest to your digestive system, because even if you're sleeping, your body organs are working. So even if you're not doing any kind of physical activity, your brain is working, your internal organs, or vital organs are working. So like same way you're eating, and the organs are still working, your liver is working, your stomach is working, everything is happening. So intermittent fasting gives that break to the organs, and you can also feel that lightness after doing the day 2 days intermittent fasting. So it's just a small hack, I will say, but it is not for everybody. It is not for somebody who's got a lot of physical activity in their day-to-day work. Not just exercise, otherwise also daily regular work. If you're into field job, you should not do intermittent fasting. So there are a lot of pros and cons. Who should do it, who should not do intermittent fasting, and how you can get the best results. So for that, I think a professional help is very much important. But it's a good diet. It's a very good diet in the sense you give that healing to your internal organs.
Right. Right. So thank you, Diksha, for sharing all these great tips and keeping us motivated to work out for our life and do a lifestyle change instead of just doing fat diets and fat workout. So guys, I've been following Diksha for last 1.5 months, and I can't emphasize much on the kind of results that I've seen. I had never thought that I could tone up in this way. I could do lifting of weight, and every day. So and her diets are very balanced. I didn't know that I could eat yogurt, I could eat pulses, I could eat eggs, chicken, everything in my diet every single day, and I can have fruits also, because all these dietitians, they tell us, okay, you're not supposed to have fruits. Okay, then I go to another one, they say you're not supposed to have curd in your diet at all. Okay, now you go to another one, you're not supposed to have rajma chole chawal. Okay, fine. Now you go to another one, you're not supposed to have ghee. So, I had been like really lost and confused.
People get questions from dietitians that have warm water, have this temperature of water, have water standing, not sitting. And I'm like, oh my god, these are like basic things. Temperature of water will not do anything with your internal
body.
process. Same way, posture of, obviously nobody lies down and drink water. Standing, sitting, how does it make a difference? I get questions like this, and when you were saying all that, I remember honey, have honey helps in losing weight. Replace your sugar with good. It makes no sense. So, these are a lot of facts that are very much prevalent in the market. So use your knowledge in the right direction. Do some research and then follow somebody. So that's all I wanted to say to all the viewers who have their life. Do your research and follow something. Don't do just blindly. Don't follow anybody.
Right. So, guys, Diksha offers really great plans, and she had decided that in this session, whoever enrolls with her today or tomorrow through this session, she will give them great discounts. And that was just to honor, because I requested her that can you do something special for our show. So she agreed to this thing, and I'm very glad that she did. So, guys, she's an amazing coach. I'm going to share my before after pictures after this live session ends, and you can see for yourself. Otherwise, I wouldn't be promoting it at all. And I am really happy with the kind of food that I'm able to eat. I'm really happy that I'm working out. I wake up every day, so I have like 7, 8 plans from you of those workouts, like circuits of 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Some days I feel bored that I don't want to do just this one. So what I do is I do all 8 of them, like one circuit of all 8. So it is actually just like I can pick what I want to do. Today I don't feel like doing legs, so I will do the other exercises that I have. So I'm very, very happy with the thing because I'm able to listen to my body, what my body feels like doing today, how much weight I'm able to carry with the dumbbells, and what I want to do today, what I want to eat today. So it's no restriction that
is key to
yes.
consistency.
It's consistency, and I started with you have started a 5 minute plank challenge on your Insta. So I started with that, and I didn't enroll. Also, one of my friend was doing it. She told me about it. I was like, "Chalo, let's start it." And in 1 week, the results I saw. This is when I started messaging you. Okay, I want to join your program because I can see this thing, and that has become my normal routine. I do a 5 minute plank every day. Some days I feel okay, I'm not able to do it, so I'll do 3 minutes. But I try to do planks every day. So there was this time when I got ready for work. I was running late for my meeting, and that day I didn't do a plank. So I was on a 1 week challenge that I'll do every day. I got ready. I'm like in makeup and everything. I was like, no, I have to do my plank.
Oh my God.
So I did my 5 minute plank wearing that dress. And I was like, chalo, now I'm done. And now I'll step out of this office.
This reminded me that there was a plank challenge, that same week, and I didn't do my plank that day. There was some issue I was busy throughout, and I did it before, sleeping. So on my bed when I lie down, I said, "Oh my God, I am feeling so restless. How should I should do it?" I started this challenge, so I did it on the bed before going, off to sleep. So like we have a similar kind of story.
Yeah, so I think it is the dedication that you need to have. You have to respect your body. You have to have that discipline. Otherwise, I don't think that anyone can get good results. Yeah. So if you put energy into it. Thank you, Diksha. Thank you for being on this show, and let's connect soon.
Sure. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye.